Hello there, people. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I am Anthony, the goalie. And as we continue on with our team season previews, we end up at number 28, the Montreal Canadiens. They are the NHL's most historic franchise. They have 24 Cup wins, and their last appearance was in 2021 against the Tampa Bay Lightning, which they lost. And from that point on, they have been in a rebuild. Star goalie Carey Price, and captain defenseman Shea Weber has only played a couple games, I believe. Price played in a couple games a season or two later. Weber hasn't played a game since, and I believe their contracts are not even on the team's roster anymore, or books. So there we have it. But looks like they're on the way up. Wasn't that long a rebuild, but they're on the way back up. This season or next season, they'll be back in the playoff run. So let's get into last season's review of the Montreal Canadiens. Last season they had 30 wins, 36 losses, 16 overtime losses for 76 points. They scored 232 goals and allowed 281. For a young team on the rise, that's pretty good, I guess. Overall, it's better from the past couple seasons, so everything's looking up. The young core at forward consists of basically four: Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Giroux, Savlowski, and Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach, throughout his career, has had health issues, and he played in the first two games of the season, got hurt in the second game, and hasn't played a game since. He had 2 assists in those games. And it's a shame because Dach, Suzuki, and Caulfield formed a pretty good line, which Savlowski has taken that Dach spot now. And Savlowski had an amazing second half. He played in all 82 games, 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points. He's finally, hopefully, starting to show why he was the first overall pick a couple seasons ago. Nick Suzuki, the heart and soul of this team, is why he's the captain. He played in all 82 games, 33 goals, 44 assists for 77 points. Another good year out of Suzuki. Cole Caulfield played in all 82 games, 28 goals, 37 assists, 65 points. He can score more goals, but we'll see how this season stands. Full year of that top line. Maybe they all produced. The defense overall is mostly young defensemen sprinkled in there. David Savard's the most veteran player on the defense. Overall, good group, and in the offseason, 3 of the young defensemen re-signed with the club, including fan favorite Affinity, I think I've heard it pronounced before. Could be wrong. Sorry. But this all season was mainly about signing everybody to longer term deals to get this core locked. The main people they lost of any name value were Chris Weidman and Tanner Pearson. Role players. Some of the younger players in the organization will fill their spots in. So it's more now fine-tuning the team that they want for however many coming seasons they choose to have that team. And it's starting to gel. The goaltending last year, for the most part, was a rotation of 3 goalies up until the trade deadline. And that's when Josh Allen was traded to the New Jersey Devils. And you will definitely hear more about him in the New Jersey Devils season preview coming later on in the month. But the remaining two, Sam Montembeault and Caden Primo, played well. Montembeault played in 41 games, 16 wins, 15 losses, 9 overtime losses. He had a 3.14 goals against average, and he had a .903 save percentage. Primo played in 28 games, 8 wins, 9 losses, 4 overtime losses. His goal against average was 2.99, and he had a .910 save percentage with the team's only 2 shutouts. This is a good tandem for if you go from last year's numbers. Hopefully they improve along with everything else. I don't see a reason why they won't. But overall, Montreal seems in good hands right now. They have, as far as cap space, they have a decent amount. They have almost $8 million in cap space. Which, I've said it a couple of times during these team previews. Cap space right now is gold. And they technically had 2 spots open on the roster. They had 21 contracts when they had 23. They could have 23 on the main roster. And in this upcoming draft, they have 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. They're not done stockpiling for this rebuild. And they have a retention spot left to retain salary in a trade. But overall, I think this team's in good hands. Talented, young, will only grow and gel this upcoming season. And they could challenge, and for the Eastern Conference playoffs for a wild card spot. The Atlantic, which is the only team we reviewed so far from it, with the top half can be considered some of the strongest in the league. The bottom half, they can mix up and jumps over each other like they seem equal. But for the most part, I feel Montreal can make a difference this upcoming season and maybe push for a playoff spot. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you like any of the content we have created on this channel, please like and subscribe to our channel. And we're also on TikTok. It's Anthony.the.goalie. And thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day. And I will see you later.